last week's episode of the Diaspora, Nigerians in the diaspora made firm commitments to engage and invest back home more strategically for national development. In this episode, Nigerians at home are rather urging Nigerians in the diaspora to come back home and join hands and build a Nigeria of our dreams through the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do not miss this exciting Vox Pop. More to come. The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Dr. Richard Montgomery, has promised to support and commit to programs and activities of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. And a Nigerian based in Ireland, Ms. Helen Ogbu, is a candidate for Galloway City East under the platform of Labour Party. He visited the chairman CEO of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, in her office in Abuja. And do not forget our complimentary segment of health tips by AMPA and our Diaspora of the Moment. This is your favorite show, The Diaspora. I am Shaliwa Jula, your anchor. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Now, let's hear from Nigerians at home calling on Nigerians in the diaspora to answer the call for national development.
Happy New Year, Nigerians, home and abroad, those at home and those in diaspora. My name is Abdul Gafar Amosun. I have a little message for you guys. I think it is high time for you guys to come back home. There is no place like home. Nobody is going to develop your country for you. Nobody. You can stay outside the country and criticize the country, but nobody is going to develop your home for you. Your grandmothers, your grandfathers, your siblings, your uncles, your aunts, they are here. We need you. The engineers, the doctors, the lawyers, be you any department, we need you together. Let us join hands together and move Nigeria forward. Nigerians in diaspora, please, we need you back home. Auntie Dabiri, you've been a good role model back from the days of NTA. We've known you when you represented Ikorodu constituency. You've been a very, very great mother to the Nigerians in diaspora. On behalf of them, I'm saying a Happy New Year to you. We are looking forward to see you back to work. Nigerians in prisons, you've been helping us. Nigerians stranded around the world, you've been helping us. May God continue to help you too. Thank you very much, Auntie Dabiri. Thank you so much.
I'm using this opportunity to say Happy New Year to all that are in the Diaspora Commission. See, I am as well using this opportunity to appreciate the work that is being done by the Commission and the Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa. And let me as well encourage all our citizens in this nation that are in diaspora, that despite the situation they know and hear of things here, you can still make up your mind to come home and build with us. You can come here and invest to make Nigeria a better place.
I want to formally and officially call on Nigerians that are outside this country to come back home. That the Nigeria we have now is a new Nigeria. The government under, the new Nigeria under His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this government now is actually doing well. And we want Nigerians outside Nigeria to come back home. I'm using these channels to call on Nigerians that are outside this country that they should come back home. There is nothing like home. Let them come. And so all of us will be able to join hands and build the country together. There is a proverb that when you add more brooms that are many, it will be very difficult to break them. But once it is one, it will be very easy to break up. So what I'm saying in essence is that if they come, the highest population we have, will also help us too. And if they come, the business they are doing that, our informal sector in Nigeria will also increase. And let me tell you again that the good administration, as I said, this administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the SME, I learned a few weeks back that they are even giving a loan now to those that are in the informal sector. So let them come, and I think if they come back, Nigeria is not what they have seen, it's not what they have known before they left the country. Our doctors come back. Our nurses that are abroad, that went outside Nigeria because the country was bad then, let them come. Come back. Nigeria is improving now, and we're improving.
Nigerians at home and Nigerians in diaspora. As a senior citizen of Nigeria, I wish you happy and prosperous activities in whichever part of the world you are living, complement of the season. I would like to use this opportunity also to call all Nigerians to remember that home is home. You people should come back. Let us develop the country. As we try to go to the other people's country, some people have sacrificed a lot to develop that very society you are running up to. So come home. Your own is your own. Wherever you are a stranger, you are a visitor. Come back to Nigeria, come back to Africa. Let us see what best can we do. We have a lot of opportunities abound in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. I would like to congratulate and thank the Commission of the Diaspora that Abike Dabari is chairing. They have been doing well, but again, there is still more room for improvement in terms of rescuing Nigerians in whichever part of the world they have been trapped and they want to come back home. They should put more effort. They have been doing well, but still there is room for improvement.
Hello, Happy New Year, Nigerians in the diaspora. Wishing you a wonderful year ahead, and I'm urging you all to come to Nigeria, come to our motherland and come and invest so that it will help us back here.
Every Nigerians in diaspora, please prepare yourself. Come home, nothing more than home. Home is home. Your family are here. Even though you don't have father and mother, your home is your home. Nothing more than home. Come once in a day, come once in a while to visit your family, your cousin, your nephew. Your relation is important. That is not your home. That is your second home. Where you were born is your first home. Where you come from is your first home. That is all.
There is a need for an MOU between Nigeria and the United Kingdom, particularly on the migration of healthcare workers as it relates to migration, while stressing the determination of the Tinubu administration to create an enabling environment for job creation in the country. Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa stated this when she received Dr. Richard Montgomery, CMG, British High Commissioner to Nigeria, and the UK permanent representatives to ECOWAS in her office.
This agency was set up by an act of parliament to engage Nigerians all over the world. And it was very novel. What is diaspora? Nobody had an idea. All you heard was, when you get into trouble, oh, a Nigerian has done this and that. So we were able to put some structures in place. First thing was to have a diaspora policy to guide all diaspora engagements. And we worked on that with the International Organization for Migration. So we give you a copy of the policy that sort of gives us something to work with time frames and timelines. And hopefully it will be 5 years this year. We should review and see how far we could gone. Have we achieved? What are the challenges? Yes, we have, number one, the diaspora groups. I agree with you, almost 50 in the UK. And one of the major challenges is getting them to work as one united body. We're all Nigerians. It doesn't matter where you come from. So this year, we're actually planning what you call a Diaspora day in the UK. And we're looking at, we're meeting all the groups, Kanuk, NIDO, those in the political field, very soon to work on something. A huge event that will bring all the groups together. It doesn't matter where you're from or what you're doing. So, and I hope that we'll let you know about that and have you really participate. And it's also important in terms of the branding and the messaging we said about Nigeria. So we'll let you know more a bit about that. Prior to your coming, we had discussions with your former deputy on actually having a cultural roadshow in the UK.
A cultural
roadshow. Something like, what did we call it? Yes, but then COVID came in. Town halls, cultural events, celebrating each other. We had even identified some talents in the fashion world and all that, but then COVID came in and everything stopped. So that's something I think we can revive, that can be part of what we want to do in the UK. That will be quite huge. The upcoming summit in the UK, we already have the Diaspora Investment Summit. We have the Diaspora Direct Investment Summit, which has been holding in the UK for the last 10 years. They're already trying to put something together during this summit. And I think it's something we can also work together beyond what the president will be doing. The Diaspora Direct Investment Summit, a group of British investors who are willing to invest in Nigeria. It's been going on for 10 years. Then we keep talking about diaspora remittances. I mean, it's going to even get better. We hope. But that's the projection by the World Bank, that despite the challenges, the diaspora, will even be contributing more to their country. So we hope the projection works out.
Diaspora is clearly a major effort, but again, we're interested in how you are reviewing the challenge and what opportunities you might see in the future. And I know you've talked in the past about both engaging in particular sectors. I think you've organised diaspora investment events. There are questions about how remittances are channeled and could they be better harnessed in terms of investment. We have a lot of interest in two-way trade, so in the creatives. There are many British Nigerians working in both countries in the creative industries, music, film, sport, quite apart from the conventional City of London connections that we have. So with your counterpart, Honourable Minister of Trade and Investment, we're hoping to organise a signing of an enhanced trade and investment partnership hopefully in a couple of months from now. And we will have a high-level visit, we hope, to secure that, if everything goes to plan. And we have an Africa Investment Summit in London coming up in May, and there is already quite a strong connection with people interested in investing in Nigeria and Nigerian diaspora in the City of London who are watching the summit and maybe showcasing a few issues there. So we have an existing set of dialogues that might help build on our people-to-people links. But let's be honest, it's challenging. It's a disparate issue. And we thought we would come and understand how you are talking and thinking about these issues. Perhaps not just with the UK. You also have, I believe, you've been thinking about how do you connect to diaspora in the US, which is also a very big diaspora for you. We've come to listen and learn. So to get an insight into your priorities, the way you see the priorities in terms of building on your diaspora work, and understanding some of the lessons that you've learned.
Ms. Helen Ogbu, a Nigerian based in Ireland, in company of her daughter, were at NIDCOM's headquarters in Abuja. Our correspondent, Juliana Vincent Yakubu, had a chat with them.
You're welcome to Nigeria's in Diaspora Commission. May we know why you're here, may we know what you're into, and yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you for accepting me, for actually receiving me here. I'm really, really honored to be here. Thank you to Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa for actually welcoming me here. Thank you so much. I've been grounded in the community. My work, or my role has always been around community development, family support, and social activism. So I'm more of an advocate for the people. I've represented the people, I advocate for the people. So I've been nominated to run for the local elections in Galway City, and I'll be representing the most diverse part of Galway City, which is the Galway City East, and I'll be representing them for in the local election in June of this year. So, and I'll be running under, I was nominated, so I'll be running under the Labour Party in Galway City. Yeah.
What are the challenges you face? We need to know more about that.
Well, I would say there are lots of challenges. It's a new community, and there are a lot of people, migrants in that community. So it's like being in a place where you're kind of maybe like a visitor. So there are a lot of learnings for you, and I would say one of the most important thing would be around information. A lot of people are misinformed. So it's that thing of trying to ensure that people get the right information and people get the right resources. Because once you have the right information, then you know how to go about empowering yourself. So it's to know how you go about getting yourself equipped, bettering your lives, because a lot of people travel. They do not travel just to go there and just frolic, but they go there to better their lives, maybe to equip themselves better in terms of education, in terms of maybe work, their profession. So it's to ensure that people get the right information. And there are lots of issues as well that comes up, and people do not know how to go about to navigate those issues. So it also goes back to information. How do we navigate those issues? How do we resolve those issues? So it's just being there to be able to ensure that people are guided properly and people are properly informed.
So yeah, we know that we know you've been in Ireland for a while now. We want to know why you're there. We want to know when you left Nigeria for Ireland.
I moved to Ireland years ago, and that was as a result of political issues to do with my husband. He was a politician in Nigeria, and he was very, very active. That was why I moved, just for my safety and my daughter's safety then. But unfortunately, my husband actually became a victim of that, political issue. He was assassinated in 2010, and so it's a very emotional one for me to talk about. But I know a lot of people have asked, your husband was a victim of politics, and why are you venturing into politics? But I would say, like, I am more of an advocate for the people. I'm more of a voice. I'm more of a representative. That's who I am. So, but maybe the politics is what is going to give me that platform to be able to do what I do. Giving me that platform to do it better, and being able to serve the people, professionally as well.
Well, as much as I was born in Ireland, I grew up there. I spent a large part of my life there. There's nothing like being home. I think there's a sense of pride that you have, especially being in the diaspora and only having a small community of people that are like you. I think it's very important to go back home and learn more about yourself and your culture, where your parents came from, where your family came from, and what you can offer and how you can serve your country. I think Ireland has taught me a lot, but it's now time to come back home and learn more about Nigeria and how to serve my country. So, the younger generation of Nigeria, especially my generation, are very, very excited about, they're very proud of who they are. I think that's one thing I've noticed. There's pride in your tribe, your family background. I think especially we can see how, let's say music, for example, how far Nigerian music is going. I think there's just a sense of pride that we get to show off the things we're good at. We get to show off our excellence. And we're seeing that a lot, especially during December that just passed. A lot of young people are coming back, and as much as it is a chance for people my age to party, it's also a chance for us to be more in tune with Nigeria. So I think it's a good thing. I studied international relations, and I mastered in human rights law. And one thing about me, I'm really big on advocacy. I really want to represent the underrepresented. I want to give them a voice. And I think in Nigeria, especially for my master's thesis, I did it on widows in Nigeria. I know it's a very close subject to home, but I think it's very apparent that widows, especially in Nigeria, don't have a voice. And eventually I would love to be that voice for them. So that's one side. I also make music too. So that's an extra bonus, just showing the world the beauty of Afrobeats as well. So yeah.
Many thanks for the passion to come home. Let's take a short break. We will be back in a moment. Welcome back. If you must travel, travel legitimately. Now to our health tips segment with Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas, AMPA.
I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about health and wellness. Health and wellness is also performed by identifying and treating disease, but also by promoting health by healthy practices that you can perform on your own as an individual without necessarily going to see your physician. These include, number one, maintaining a healthy weight. A healthy weight, as calculated by your body mass index, is your weight in relation to your height. For instance, somebody who is 6 feet should or could weigh the same as somebody who is 5 feet if that person is overweight. So for every weight, there's an expectation where your weight should be that is a healthy calculated weight. And this is determined by the chart, which also could be determined by an app. A healthy weight is usually a body mass index under 30. Between 26 and 29 is ideal. And as you go further along the chart, you're noted to be overweight, obese, and or at a higher spectrum of abnormal. It's important to be able to maintain your body mass index right at a healthy weight and also not be at a lower weight, which is also not noted to be healthy. To do this, it's important, number two, to maintain a healthy diet. It's important to understand that your diet is made up of different types of food, including carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And to be able to have a healthy diet, it's important to balance the different kinds of foods in proportion.
Now, to our diaspora of the moment. Our diaspora of the moment is Edidiong Esenomo Aaron. Edidiong was born in Houston, Texas, and moved to Atlanta, Georgia at the age of 5. Her quiet, intriguing name comes from her parents, who are from Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Edidiong attended the University of West Georgia in Carrollton. She was a member of the Student Judicial Chair, which presided over sanctions and disciplinary actions for student conduct. She joined and is an active member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Edidiong's collegiate goal was to further her education by attending law school, based on a desire to advocate for the rights of others. Edidiong was admitted into Atlanta's John Marshall Law School, where she pursued and completed her Juris Doctorate degree. Edidiong is admitted to practice in the Superior Courts of Georgia, the United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia, and the Supreme Court of Georgia. Edidiong is the founder of Family Matters Law Group, PC, and specializes exclusively in family law. She is actively involved in the State Bar Family Law Section, the Atlanta Bar Association, and the Young Lawyers Division. She was recently appointed as the newest Magistrate Court Judge in Clayton County, State of Georgia, United States of America. Congratulations, Barrister Edidiong. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment. This is the size of the Diaspora show today. Keep a date with us next week. Stay positive. Bye for now.